All right, let's talk about school vouchers. It's been a couple months since we've done that. Governor Bill Lee has come forward and has found partners in the legislature who will introduce legislation that will try one more time. I'm calling it School Vouchers 2.0 to get this expansion of school vouchers to include more than just low-income schools and expand it to 20,000 families statewide. He's offering a $2,000 bonus to every K through 12 teacher in the state of Tennessee, public school teacher, and he's also doing something that was heavily criticized previously, is that there was no mechanism, no standardized testing that was in place to measure a student's progress if they did enroll in the school voucher program. So, Reverend Whalum, I know this is a program that for the most part you have supported. What are your thoughts about these new carrots that the governor's thrown out and whether they'll work?
I don't agree with the tactic, but politics is what it is. And but I don't think it's going to be necessary. If President Trump has his way, there's not going to be a Department of Education anyway, and the governors, the states, according to President-elect Trump, will be able to handle it the way they want to handle it. I think it's unfortunate. It leaves a bad taste in my mouth. Let me answer your question. The bonuses and those carrots, it leaves a bad taste in my mouth. However, I bet a lot of the Democrats who are opposed to Governor Lee's proposals will cash that check, and I don't think that's a bad thing.
Well, Gabe Hart, an educator here in Tennessee, wrote for the Tennessee Lookout. He called it a $2,000 slap in the face, referring to the bonus. He said 3 years ago, Lee gave correctional officers across the state a 37% raise to increase their starting pay to $44,500. Professional educators are required to have a college degree, pass multiple licensure tests, and complete a set amount of professional development hours each year to keep their license. Correctional officers aren't required to do any of that. On top of that, the average salary of a Tennessee teacher ranks 44th out of 50 states. But hey, here's $2,000. Don't spend it all in one place. I was shocked that Lee would have the audacity to offer teachers a one-time incentive before taxes as some sort of pacifier to quiet our fussing. He might as well give us 30 pieces of silver and a kiss on the cheek.
That's why I didn't agree with the tactic.
Chris Tudor, I mean, do you think the $2,000 bonus is going to do the job here?
That's pretty histrionic, but compliments on the clever turn of phrase from Mr. Hart. Look, education's not a one-size-fits-all problem. My children go to traditional public schools, but we have charters. There's plenty of people send their children to private schools. There's homeschooling. I think vouchers are going to be a critical piece. Look, our system right now is failing our children. That's the most important thing. All due respect to our teachers, many of whom have positively shaped my life for years and years. The system's not about the teachers. The system's about the students. The system is failing the students. So I'm willing to try anything and everything within reason. Throw everything at the wall and see what sticks. I think we should try this voucher program. If it doesn't work, scrap it. I like the addition of the testing. We're going to be able to see how these students function, if they're able to take advantage of the program, if it's actually increasing educational attainment. Again, I look at this as one tool in the tool belt to help us get to the place that we need to be, because we are far from it right now.
The challenge for the governor is to win over a lot of these rural school systems. The Memphis suburban school systems were against it. What do you think about these new ideas?
Well, I agree with what my esteemed colleague just said here. I think that the $2,000 bonus is a slap in the face, and that's not the way I would have approached this. But I think, yes, okay, let's see if he has the political will and the political muscle to get this done. But we also have the issue of around whether the private schools are going to want to and institute testing. And are you testing the voucher kids and not testing the other kids? Are people who already make a lot of money, are they going to take advantage of the vouchers and somebody else is going to be left out there? Just too many unanswered questions about that. But if Governor Lee has, 2 more years left in office, he wants to get this done before he leaves. Let's see if he can.
2 points. Otis is absolutely right, but now that will be an opportunity to bring in an entrepreneurial kind of intent on the basis of black churches and small churches. Start your own schools, take advantage of these programs and teach what you think need to be taught. Well, and the rural voters that Governor Lee is reaching out to, those are the same voters that put President Trump in office. There are going to be a lot of Tennessee people famous in this new Trump administration, so maybe that's enough to bring those rural voters onto the voucher train.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, we'll be following it for sure.